and existing banking rules. The amendments also introduce greater flexibility for larger projects, allowing financing for a client and related parties to reach up to 4 billion Egyptian pounds after obtaining joint approval from the Ministers of Finance and Tourism and Antiquities. The initiative, funded by the Ministry of Finance, is part of broader government efforts to support the tourism industry, expand hotel and tourism capacity, and encourage new investments in one of Egypt's key foreign currency generating sectors. Egypt has recorded a 15.6% increase in inbound tourist arrivals during the first quarter of 2026 compared to the same period of last year. The Minister of Tourism and Antiquities, Sharif Fathi, made the announcement following his visit to New York, where he met with leading U.S. travel and tourism media outlets and held talks with the President of the United States Tour Operators Association to review Egypt's tourism performance amid regional developments. He acknowledged the challenges facing the sector, including the rising fuel prices and airline decisions to reduce flight frequencies. In response, the ministry has updated its aviation incentive program and introduced new measures to sustain flight operations and protect growth momentum. And for more on this, we're delighted now to be joined over the telephone by Dr. Amr Atef, our tourism expert. Dr. Amr, a very good afternoon to you, sir.
Thank you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, and thank you for your time, Doctor. Now, the government has approved new amendments to the tourism sector to support initiatives allowing wider access to subsidized financing for tourism companies, of course, as part of efforts by the state to invest and accelerate projects related to the tourism sector. How important do you see this decision, Dr. Amr, and how beneficial would it be to increasing tourism in Egypt?
Well, all the facilities that the government is doing is good for tourism.
Yes.
And they are now taking serious steps because we are going to this, towards the summer vacation. So there are lots of travelers who come in the summer to enjoy the beaches in Egypt, especially the North Coast and New Al Alamein. So I think that's very important for tourism and important for the economy of the country.
Mm-hmm. Indeed, Dr. Amr, speaking of summer tourism, a very important season for Egyptian tourism in general, what are some of the main touristic destinations and attractions, not just starting with summer, but even starting as early as Eid al-Adha, which is just around the corner, where lots of people also travel to Egypt?
Yes, lots of people come and enjoy Eid al-Adha or the Bayram feast here in Egypt, especially from the Gulf countries.
Yes.
And from Europe as well. Lots of people come in the summer vacation and enjoy the summer, especially from Spain and Italy. They come and enjoy their holidays, the summer holidays. So they as well enjoy the feast of Al-Adha. I mean, especially that it's combining with the summer holidays nowadays.
Mm-hmm. Dr. Amr, not just tourists from abroad, but also this Eid attracts and encourages domestic tourism. Many Egyptians also travel during Eid al-Adha and take their vacations and travel all around the country in different areas. How important do you see the role played by domestic tourism as well in this regard?
Domestic tourism is very important.
Yes.
For sustainability of tourism.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in case of international crises and things that's happening in the world around us, the domestic tourism becomes the backbone of all the touristic sites.
Yes.
In Egypt. And we target, I mean, the government and the people who work in the field of tourism target the travelers who like to enjoy their holidays domestically. So that helps as well in protecting the sites, helps in keeping the sites going, and helps in refreshing the economy itself.
Indeed. Now let's move to another very important news item that we cover today, which is the preparations done by Egypt to host one of the most anticipated astronomical events of the decade. A solar eclipse is set to take place over the city of Luxor on the 2nd of August 2027, and already the Egyptian government and the Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities is taking steps to plan and organize for the hosting of enthusiasts or tourists for this very very important event. How important do you see marketing strategies when it comes to advertising and preparing for such events?
Advertising is very important, and the government has done lots of webinars to this event of the eclipse, and people also come from different parts of the world to see the eclipse. And it reminds me also with the alignment of the sun on the face of the statue of King Ramses II in Abu Simbel. So it's kind of the same idea, and the government is taking serious steps in promoting this event so that people can come from all over the world and enjoy the eclipse.
Indeed. And also we've seen the Minister of Tourism and Antiquities forming a high-level committee to oversee the planning and organization for the event. They'll be in charge of taking part in the organization and leveraging this as a major tourism opportunity. How important do you see such events leveraging tourism in Egypt? For example, Egypt also partakes in many different events, for example, hosting different conferences, or, you know, for example, the entry of the Holy Family under religious tourism, etc. How do you see how events can be leveraged to boost tourism in Egypt to cater for the diverse audience and tourists that can want to visit Egypt?
Well, Egypt has lots to offer to the travelers. And speaking of the Holy Family in Egypt, Egypt is the second country after the homeland of Jesus, Palestine, that he ate its food and drank its water. So people come from all over the world to do the journey of the Holy Family. It's 1,500 kilometers back and forth and 25 stops. The good thing about it is some of it is in rural areas, so that will help in refreshing the economy of those rural areas. And enjoy the travelers would enjoy this event. There are other events, as I told you, that Egypt cares about and the Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities cares about, like the eclipse that you kindly was talking about earlier, and like the alignment of the sun on the face of King Ramses II. So those are events that also helps boosting tourism in Egypt.
Absolutely right. We'll leave it at that. Dr. Amr Atef, our tourism expert, I'd like to thank you very, very much, sir, for your time and your insight, and for joining us this afternoon here on Nile TV International during our show, Cairo Local Time. With that, we wrap up today's edition of our show. We do hope you have enjoyed it, and you were in the company of myself and Jumeirah. Thank you for joining us.